Maxime, a fairly easy day at the office for you, I would say. Quite comfortable draw. You equalized out of the opening.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can never be easy when you play this sort of lines for the first time in your life.
Exactly, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Not the night of today.
No, I decided to surprise Jan, and it's always good to add new options for opponents,
From Najdorf to the Berlin, how you psychologically change from one to the other. They're so different.
Who knows if this was Berlin? After
Bishop C4, yes.
Yeah.
Not the Berlin.
So Jan decided to go d4.
Yes.
Hoping that I didn't know too much, but I looked at this briefly, of course, because there's many things to look at when you're not familiar with e4, e5. I even looked at King's Gambit.
And this is quite a testing option, especially if you don't know what you're doing, because white brings on an attack on the king side.
Okay, I knew until rook e8 that this is fine, supposed to be fine. Of course, white can give up a pawn with f6. I was then looking at all sorts of options. I was not sure between bishop c5, gf. Gf, I didn't like too much because I had knight e4 and bishop e3, actually. And then fe, some queen h5 is... knight c6, actually.
Looks pretty scary, yes.
Knight c6 wins. But in the end, I think I wanted bishop c5, because I couldn't remember... No, not
bishop
gf.
c5?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the lines. But this seems to work because e5 is under attack, and once you take, probably you want to, then the knight on d4 is also
you have to
an
lose
issue.
another tempo with c3 at some point.
And then I'll just get one of the pawns.
Yes.
So I assume this would be sort of okay, but anyway, Jan went for knight e4 and d6, and there I assumed I'm fine, but... maybe bishop... Actually, I regretted going...
Just 1 second to see the final moments of this game between the world champion Ding Liren and the challenger. Gukesh. A draw will be the final result. They're repeating the position right now. Did you get a chance to look at that game?
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you think of it?
It was, somewhat good fight, but it felt like Ding didn't get too much from the opening, so... draw is logical result.
How do you think they approach the opening phase in this one? Probably the final classical tournament for both of them.
A bit cautiously, I guess. Ding goes for this bishop e3, exchange the dark squared bishops. It's not usually very principled with the Italian, but some questions were asked.
Absolutely. Of course, they're just kind of teasing each other right now, more or less. The main event is going to come in November. Now, tell us a little bit about the follow-up of this one.
I played bishop f6 maybe a tad too quickly, because back at this moment I had 2 hours on the clock.
You still knew what you were doing. You actually surprised him.
Yes, but then I was bishop f6 is a very normal move, but bishop g5, bishop c5 may have been interesting to, keep the queens. But I just thought this is going to be an easy day. And let's just say if I play bishop e6, I underestimated from afar b3, a5, a4. Actually, this is the first line, but and I have to play rook a6 now, knight d4, and I thought this could become a bit unpleasant to defend.
Because of the pawn structure.
I can never really take the knight with the bishop, because even if this should still be within drawing margin, it becomes tricky, extremely tricky.
Yes.
You
don't want to defend this type of positions.
Yeah. So in the end, I settled for rook e6, which I had also seen from afar, and rook d6. Knight b5. Maybe... actually, when I played rook c6, I just assumed Jan would play knight d4 and we would repeat. This I looked at... Oh, wait. Rook b8 first. I don't know if it matters. And rook b1. This was the issue for me, because I can take on b2, of course, and I probably should. Bishop b2.
But then you have the a4 pawn to worry about,
I assumed I'm still fine, but I didn't want to to test my luck too much in this type of positions with the a-pawn running so fast.
Yes.
So in the end, I just thought, okay, let's go rook c6. I assumed knight d4, rook d6 and draw. But c3 came, and I was not too worried. actually I've gone a6. It was just really a matter of principle to not lose the e4 pawn, but because the difference now is once I play rook b8 is if you go knight d4, you go rook f4, I can go actually bishop g5, yeah, was my intention. And now c5 and you get b2 at the end.
Let's just show that really quick.
A little subtlety.
Now you're getting quite active on the second
Yeah,
round.
and Jan decided to play on a bit with this a4. And actually, I suspected that this was maybe not the most accurate for him, but yeah, I didn't realize I could allow him to take on c7. Like, anyway, it shouldn't be much for me. Like I could imagine that I have enough counterplay, but you know, I thought, why would I care too much? And this is a very comfortable draw.
How are you feeling about your form right now? How are you feeling about, in general, switching from rapid and blitz to classical on such a short time frame?
Quite disappointed with my end of tournament in the rapid, especially the blitz portion. I didn't play well. I got a few games that put me on tilt, basically. It happens to everyone.
Of course.
Like, but yeah, now I'm under pressure, of course, to make it to top 3 in Grandmaster standings. So, you know, I'm hoping to play well, and of course, this was a good first game, like to, you know, test my memory, like in new lines,
in a new opening, yes,
and to test my reactions in position I don't know so well. So, you know, I would say test was passed, but looking forward to tomorrow and then after.
Good start for you, Maxime. Go get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Cristian.
Back to you.
Thank you, Cristian. Thank you, MVL.